Okay, so let's look at this example. So this one is actually a self-test, but okay, I will explain also how you get this final equation. Okay, so you have a spring, two spring. You have two mass M2 and M1, which is connected. M2 is connected to a spring K2, and M2 is connected to M1 by a spring K1 here. And you have two displacement over here, which is you have displacement x2 and x1. Then from here is that if you see the configuration is that you have a force pulling on this mass 1 and mass 2. So when you have this one means that and because you have two equation of two displacement over here, which is x2 and x1, so you will have two equation, okay, final equation, okay, shown in this here. So let's do the first free body diagram. So on a mass, on this mass M1 M2, okay, so you have first one is that you have M2. Okay, let's look at this part. This part I like to look at this diagram. It's easier to do the equation of motion. So M2, you have x2 double dot plus what else is connected to M2? You have K2 x2 plus K1 here, K1 x2. So anything else connected to M2? No. So any force connected to this M2? There's no force. So equivalent to, okay, since M2 is connected to M1 by K2 and K1, and you have the displacement here x1, so equivalent to K1 x1, right? So this one will be the first equation. So let's just rearrange it. So you have M2 x2 double dot, okay, and then you have let's see here, you have K1, so you have K1 value over here, so minus, so bring this K1 over here, yeah, minus K1 x1 plus x2, right, plus K2 x2 equivalent to 0. So this is where you get this second equation. So this is the second equation. Okay, so let's look at the next equation to derive it. So you have M1 here. So derive that, you have M1, what is connected to M1? M1, you have displacement x1, x1 double dot plus K1 here. So K1 x1 plus what else is connected to M1? Okay, nothing. So basically after that is that, okay, this is wrong, so equivalent to any force connected to M1. So you have a force here, so you have F. Okay, anything which is connected to M1, which is K1, is you have a displacement over here, so plus K1 x2. Okay, so if you rearrange this equation, okay, sorry, I don't have space here, but well, I will write here M1 x1 double dot, okay, K1, bring it to the left side, so you have minus K1 x1 x1 minus x2, okay, plus equivalent to F. Okay, so you have M1 x2 dot plus K1 you have here, and x1 minus x2 equivalent to F. So this is the first equation. Alright, so this is how you derive the equation of motion.